Hello and welcome to my kitchen. My name is Sherry and today we are going to be making a pumpkin pizza. So I know people look at me like I have lost my damn mind when I say that, but then I have them try it and their eyes get real big and they start shaking their head and they go in for that second bite and I say, I told you so, because it is absolutely fabulous. And I'm going to show you how to make it today. But before we get started, if you like unique recipes like this one, you love tips and tricks for your kitchen, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any notifications. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump right in. And the first thing I'm going to talk about is my pizza crust. So you can make your own pizza crust, of course. I actually like getting these pizza crusts from the Dollar Tree. Not only because they're $1, you only get one in a package, but I mean, it's just $1, right? So, but I love them because they're super thin and they just crisp up really, really nicely. So that's what I'm using for my crust. And then I've got my Pampered Chef pizza stone here and I've got my oven set to 350 degrees. So I'm going to go ahead and throw my stone in and we're going to let it start warming up. So the next thing I want to do is we're going to make like our pumpkin spread that's going to go on here. And it's going to be like a spread of pumpkin and cheeses. So I'm going to throw in a couple of tablespoons, maybe teaspoons of olive oil there. And I'm going to throw in a whole onion that I've chopped up. And we're going to let this saute for just a little bit and get our onions sweating. What I do with my, here, we'll just use this. All right, so just a few minutes, and like I said, I'm going to let these cook for just a few minutes. All right, our onions are starting to turn translucent. So the next thing I want to add in is a couple of garlic cloves. So 1 and 2. Go. And then we'll give it a quick stir. And then we'll let this cook for about 1 to 2 minutes longer. All right, this is looking good. So I'm going to add in a couple of teaspoons of fresh thyme. If you don't have fresh on hand, you can use the dried stuff. I'm going to add in a tablespoon of sugar and then a whole can of pumpkin. And then I'm going to stir this up. Now we're going to add in some cheese. So I've got the freshly grated Parmesan here, and I'm going to add in, almost the whole container. So probably 6 to 8 ounces. And then we are just going to cook this until our cheese starts to melt. And then we can spread it on our crust. All right, so you see how our cheese has melted into our pumpkin. And now we just have this beautiful pumpkin cheesy, stringy spread that we're going to put all over our pizza. So I'm going to set this aside. I went ahead and got out my pizza stone. I'm going to put our crust on here. Then I'm thinking I probably have enough here for 2 pizzas, so I'm just going to put about half of this on here. And then we're just going to spread it all the way out to the corners. I just love this pizza. It's so creative and it is such a crowd pleaser, and it's really, really easy to make. I know when most people think about pumpkin, you think about savory dishes. So this is for all those people out there that don't have a sweet tooth, that miss out on pumpkin every year. This one's for you. All right, so that is looking good. Now I'm going to take, I've got a mix here of baby spinach and baby arugula. You can use either. You can use both. I think I'm going to use mostly arugula just because I like the look of those leaves. So I'm going to pick out the arugula out of here. And I like the nice peppery taste that it has. Oh, you know what I want to do first? I want to add the cheese to this, but that's okay. We can leave those on there. We can just add a few more. Or no, I am going to take them off. Just so I don't have to keep digging for more. You put my cheese on first. So 2 types of cheeses actually go into this. We put Parmesan in our spread or our sauce there, and then I'm going to use some provolone. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that. And then we'll put our arugula back on top. I'll tell you what I really like to use is I really like to use a Havarti cheese, but they were out of it at the store, so I just got this instead. And I like the round circles of the cheese, so a lot of times if I buy the Havarti, it is in a square, so I use a biscuit cutter and I cut the corners off. And this time I didn't have to do that. I just got provolone instead. It was just easier. All right, this is looking good. So I'm just going to spread these out a little bit. I think that looks good. All right, so I'm going to put this in the oven, 350 degrees. We're going to leave it in there for about 10 to 12 minutes. Oh my goodness, look how bubbly and cheesy and delicious this looks. I am excited. I have not made this in a while. So we'll cut this. It's still pretty hot. I can't stand this little piece of cheese here. I need to eat that. A little bit of crunch there. Well, my slices aren't real even. That's okay. Maybe somebody's really hungry and somebody's not so much hungry. Let's see if I can get this off of here and not burn myself. Oh my God, I did burn myself. I burned the back of my throat. That was worth it though. This is really, it's really good. It's always really good. One thing I forgot though, only because I'm missing a little bit of crunch on top, I normally put a little bit of red onion on top before I throw it in the oven. So I think I will do that when I make the next pizza. But I hope you guys give this a try. I know it's like a fall-inspired dish, but I think once you make it, you'll want to eat this year-round, and it really will kick up your pizza night. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. Post it down in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.